creating trust and safety in relationship. I would say this is the number one thing that most of us crave and need and want in our lives, but we don't always feel that we have it. Oftentimes in our relationships, we don't feel safe and we don't feel that we can trust other people. And it often feels like our relationships are mostly full of blame and resentment and grief and sadness and unforgiveness and frustration. And we can have those times when we feel deeply connected in our relationships and there is some trust and safety there. But for many of us, we didn't always feel a sense of trust and safety in our homes growing up. And here's the key. Here's the key to building trust and safety. The biggest thing is that we have been mostly conditioned from a very young age to not feel safe within ourselves and to not trust ourselves. That's where codependency comes from and people pleasing comes from, and this whole idea that we need to look outside of ourselves for approval. We need to look outside of ourselves for who we should be because we can't trust who we are, right? And there's a lot of reasons for that I won't really go into because childhood stuff can be a little complicated. So the number one way to start building trust and safety in your relationships is to start building trust and safety within yourself. A good way to do this is to start practicing boundaries. Often when we feel that other people are violating our boundaries or getting up in our space, it's because we are actually violating our own boundaries. We aren't holding to our boundaries. Oftentimes we don't feel safe within ourselves because we are afraid to go within. We're not really sure what is in there, except that we know that we are full of self-blame. Oh my gosh, self-blame, self-hate, and tons of self-judgment. That, of course, doesn't make us feel safe within ourselves. And of course, if that's the attitude that we're carrying from within, we are going to project that out onto the people around us. We are going to assume that they are blaming us, judging us, and hating us or disliking us in some way. And then when it comes to the building trust, again, the way that we build trust with ourselves is that we do what we say we're going to do with ourselves. So if you say, I really would like to start getting up and taking a walk in the morning, at least a couple days a week, start doing that. Make that promise to yourself and then do it. You know what that does? That creates consistency and trust with yourself. When you say you're going to do something to care for yourself and then you don't do it, you are automatically creating a system of mistrust with yourself. And I don't mean like go trying to change your whole life in 1 minute, right? And doing all the things right now. Start really small and start really simple. So here's a practice I'm going to give you. I got this from Lisa Nichols. If you haven't heard of Lisa Nichols, go look her up. She's fabulous. She does this practice every night before bed where she does this in the mirror with herself. And I practice this too, not always in the mirror, but sometimes just before I go to sleep. You say what you are proud of yourself for. I am proud of myself for. You say 7 things you're proud of yourself for. And then you say 7 things you forgive yourself for. I forgive myself for 7 things. And it could be anything like, oh God, I cut that person off in traffic, or I said that thing and gosh, now I can't stop thinking about it and I wish I had said it different. And it could be anything that you need to forgive yourself for. And then 7 things that you commit to yourself to. I commit to myself that I love myself, that I will take care of myself, that I will this, that, or whatever. It could be really, really simple and basic. So that's a really lovely practice to start building trust and safety with yourself, because really what we feel in our relationships is usually a reflection of what's happening inside. Other people are just mirrors for us. So if you are resenting other people, you are resenting yourself. If you are not forgiving other people, it means you're not forgiving yourself. If you are feeling scared and you don't feel like there's trust and safety, it's because you don't feel that you can trust yourself and you don't feel safe within yourself. So these are really basic, simple practices. If you want more more support in this, please reach out, because I have so much more to say, but I want to keep the video short. So again, this is how meditation has helped me so much, really connect deeply with myself so that I can show up more fully and feel safe in the world and in my relationships, and also have a clearer view of who it is I'm spending time with and who I allow into my life and what that looks like. So anyway, I hope you find this helpful. I'm Jessica Amos. I'm a mindfulness and meditation teacher. I'm a transformational life coach, and I'm the founder of Stay With Yourself, which is, again, the practice of being who you are, where you are, with trust and safety at all times in your life. Scott, I see you. We'll be doing a live IG tomorrow, which will be super awesome. Can't wait to talk more about this stuff. Sending all of you so much love today. Talk to you soon. Bye.